Which you never know could be a huge. I mean, I haven't seen. I think I played against BaeDCarry, but Rubber Ducky I haven't. So maybe not getting a ban on a high priority target might just be perfectly okay.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you're looking to ban somebody out, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. But if you have something that you want to draft towards, it's a half glass full. You know,
Yeah.
It could be worse. Could be worse.
So we're gonna have to wait like 3 minutes before anything's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could maybe click the thing to just ban nobody, right?
I think that's only in the client that you can click none.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think you can in pro draft.
They're trying to ice the kicker. This is a very, very common strat in NFL sports. NFL, if you're not familiar.
Yeah, I watch a lot of the NFL. Yeah, using your last amount of timeouts to pressure the kicker.
Yeah, but I mean, they both fell into it because they kind of cucked themselves. So
you live and you learn.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're looking to see, or anything that you think these guys are going to draft towards?
After yesterday's game that I was involved in, I hope that they have a very competitive bot lane.
Yeah. You know, if you don't draft a high prio bot lane, it could be a brutal game.
Yeah, the only champion that I think is still super OP tier is Jin, because Crit still got buffed, so he's still going to be able to do good damage on both builds. And
Yeah.
I think Sleeper is Tristana's pretty good. Tristana, and no one really pays too much attention to Vayne. She's pretty good, but she's situational.
Yeah. I think Rubber Ducky team, I wouldn't be surprised if they put half a night on a tank and then just do like a pretty traditional comp. I don't know what BaeDCarry fan club. I don't know what they're gonna draft.
Yeah, I have no clue. Especially with no bans, you can't really predict anything at this point.
Yeah. If you did have a game plan coming into this, it kind of goes out the window. But I mean, at least we're getting into picks now. First, Jin.
There it is. First pick, Jin. I don't like first picking Jin, honestly, because he has a lot of like I said, Tristana. Tristana just very heavily counters him. Lucian can put a lot of pressure into him, and those picks are both pretty good.
Yeah.
But obviously, he's the best AD carry right now, if it's not Samira. But
yeah, I mean, he can hit you with a W from across the map. Pretty convenient.
And
the Maokai.
Maokai, depending on who they pick with it, I really like Maokai. Like having that much CC on one champion, and Zyra.
Maokai Zyra.
They're going full CC.
Well, yeah.
As much as they can get.
There's no way this is a mid lane Zyra, right? With like a Maokai top.
Jin Morgana. I love that. I love the Morgana pick. Not only because Zyra's stunned, but Jin Morgana is one of the better matchups for Jin, in my opinion, when I play him. But also
with the Valkaz. That's a lot of kind of long range poke. I mean, just with the Valkaz and Morgana and Jin, who can just be off in the distance.
Yeah, like I said, I really like that bot lane. That bot lane is pretty. That can be very aggressive and very oppressive at the same time. Like, just one Q by the Morgana hit, you're pretty much almost dead. They banned.
Kaisa. Locking in the Malzahar and banning Kaisa.
Where did they think the Kaisa was going to go exactly?
I don't. Maybe there's something in chat. Maybe it's something different. The ban is Vi. Okay. So it looks like they're throwing some bans at Aided now, which is good. I think Aided's a really well-rounded player, so throwing some bans at him is actually pretty good.
The Rengar, that's actually really good. When I played up against BaeDCarry fan club, they carried on the Rengar. We did not respect it enough, and they just dove us over and over again in the bot lane. It just got so
good. And the Nunu ban coming through too. 3
junglers banned.
Yeah, and Nunu's strong, but I don't know if maybe they've seen something that I didn't. I didn't know if Aided actually plays Nunu.
I think they're just trying to make sure that, I mean, if you think about it,
it looks like he's been playing Nunu.
They didn't ban him? What?
No, Aided's been playing Nunu. So now they're getting in towards the picks. It should be interesting because I feel like they're gonna put half a night on a tank. Yeah. They need it with Jin, Morgana, Valkaz.
Looks like it's actually Veigar Zyra bot lane.
Huh.
Yeah. Veigar's actually not that bad into Jin, plus having the 2 stuns against the Morgana.
Yeah,
can just chunk down the Jin and play pretty safe with the Zyra. Zyra also just does a crap ton of damage.
Yeah, she really does.
And there we go. The tank, they go for the hyper tank Mundo.
Mundo. And I think Mundo is such a strong pick here too, because I mean they have so much AP and the CC on it. I think he played it last game too against on the spot, and he looked pretty good on it.
Yeah, having Maokai up there, having whenever good jungle ganks. Obviously, we haven't seen either of the junglers unless Mundo's going jungle, but it
Yeah.
might be
Oh,
Mundo jungle.
yeah, it looks like it could be Mundo jungle.
I mean, Shin can also be played jungle, but I don't think it's as good as top lane. I think I'd rather have the in the jungle than having Shin there.
Okay.
So let's see what the last.
Oh, and yeah, it looks like they were saying the third pick was Kaisa. So that Malzahar is supposed to be Kaisa, I believe. So then it'll be Zyra Kaisa bot lane, if I'm not mistaken. And now Kane is Kindred.
This is no one can ban correctly.
Yeah.
They didn't submit their lineups. They didn't pick.
It could just be pro draft kind of bugging out, but you know, it is what it is.
Kaisa Zyra is still very good. I don't think I think Kaisa has better synergies with people like Nautilus, anybody that just has very direct CC and is a tank. I think she's like the level 6 on champions like that is insane. But
yeah,
I'll be interested to see how well Jin is able to zone off the Kaisa. Because she doesn't have as good of range. She has to get a lot of farm, and Jin just can bully her very heavily.
I mean, the only front line they really have is Maokai. So if he gets put behind, ahead, like, you know, they could just get rolled. Granted, they have Veigar and Zyra and all these other picks for zoning. If no one's there to like stop the damage, then you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah, they definitely went with a lot of CC, and they're relying a lot of the damage to be through the Kindred.
Yeah.
Which Kindred's pretty good, but at the same time, like I think it would probably be decent in Mundo. His jungle clear isn't as good as some other junglers, so getting the marks isn't as hard. But at the same time, like Kindred early on without a mark, kill a Mundo.
Yeah, and I mean the biggest question will be too, in how many of these lanes will she actually have prio to kind of get marks and kind of invade if she'd like?
Yeah, she could definitely try and get some ganks off bot lane because that lane should be very pushed up. I don't know too much about the Malzahar Vel'Koz matchup, but I feel like it would be even. And
yeah, and I think that's Veigar in Vel'Koz because I think they said Kaisa was their pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Veigar, they might be pushed up. They might be pushed up in mid lane, especially since Veigar, you just want to get your stacks, but he can also be played aggressively if you really want.
Yeah.
But Maokai and Shin, I'm not too familiar with that either, but I feel like the Shin should beat out the Maokai. But
Shen, yeah, Shen is really strong.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Maokai is though is that he is great at setting up ganks. He's amazing at setting up ganks.
Yeah, it is a kindred.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it should be good, easy to play towards top side. But likewise, Shen is pretty nice with his taunts. So we should see a good game overall, to be honest. It's nice because like it's something different. Granted, we've seen Jin, we've seen Mundo, but I like the Vel'Koz here.
Yeah, I've seen Jin banned a lot and Jin picked a lot.
Yeah.
It was the first ban actually yesterday.
Oh baby, we are going the full duration. That 30-second countdown for the first 6.
They know that they can just click none and submit, right? I don't know if they know.
They don't know. People laugh.
Wow. But I guess it gives us a little bit more time to talk about some matchups. But what I was saying before about the Maokai Shen is that with a Kindred, like I used to play Kindred back when I played jungle, and if the Maokai can get a stun off on Shin while he's pushed up and mispositioned, Kindred can just E them while they're already stunned and just chunk them down. It's pretty good if they want to start topside. She can
Yeah.
just 2 camps and then gank top immediately. But we'll see what she decides to do.
Yeah. And to be honest, if they take one bad trade against each other, it doesn't matter if, your jungler's topside, if you can't initiate some sort of CC to execute the gank.
Yeah, I think it's also kind of interesting that they don't really have damage that's going to be super consistent on Rubber Ducky. Like Jin is very consistent damage, and so is Vel'Koz. But at the same time, like the reload of Jin and not being able to just super spam abilities early game on Vel'Koz isn't going to give them as much damage. But they have two really good supportive champs in the Shin and the Morgana, keeping them alive. So both top laners definitely going for the engages and the supports. So.
Yeah, and I think that would only really be an issue if the BaeDCarry fan club drafted for any sort of sustain.
Yeah, Jin has a lot of options for some squishy targets with the Kai'Sa, the Veigar, and the Zyra, and also the Ken. Like if he is able to pull off the lethality build that what did get nerfed, but he was able to pull it off correctly, he's going to be able to chunk out those champs. And with having such a good front line, he's just a monster if he gets ahead. I've seen the lethality build the 4-shot kill like half HP targets that are squishy enough.
Yeah, no, he definitely does not lack in the damage department.
And also being able to provide really good CC as well with the W and the follow-up with Morgana Shin.
Yep.
And even Vel'Koz on the knockout. I definitely... which lane do you think is going to be the most interesting, though?
The most, and to be honest, I'm interested partially in like mid lane, but I'm curious on the jungle matchup. I think that's really going to kind of dictate the game. That and how top goes. I feel like bot lane should be relatively even, right? But I think top in jungle is really going to kind of make or break the game.
Yeah, I think that the Shin definitely will give them a lot of... I think dragon fights, if the Mundo is able to prioritize bot lane, Shin definitely will help very much with his ult, and then obviously Jin getting priority over Kai'Sa. So it's going to be up to Kindred to try and stomp that out if they start pushing up. But at the same time, Kindred, Zyra, and Kai'Sa isn't too hard for someone like Jin Morgana to kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kindred honestly only has one lane that'll basically have prio, which is bot lane. Mid, Valkai should just outshove the Veigar. And then Shen, the matchup itself is a little bit better for Shen. So again, if Maokai misplays that, then he kind of just cucks himself.
Yeah, I don't know about getting... I don't know if they'll have... The Kai'Sa
We'll see. Yeah. Well, granted, that's if the game is like perfect to linear, just matching up accordingly. But there's no perfect games. People don't play the champs like indefinitely. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Right on.
weird thing where I keep doing that. I'm gonna miss shit.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
So we are
masteries.
back.
Oh, did not get a lot of time. I did see both 80 carries were Mastery 7.
Yeah, I'm going to be loading in. So I'm at 0.
I'm still at 0. Mine loaded in too early.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we should be good.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like everything's pretty standard across the board.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe Rubber Ducky might have been with how they're lining up, but it looks like they're just going to go for it.
Yeah. It appears that way. They might be wanting to just get a ward down so they know where Kindred starts. Warding her Raptors.
It's pretty standard for her to start red side, though, no matter what side she's on. Because Kindred's very red buff reliant in the early game, and being able to just hop over walls is really good for her to get the Scuttle Crab or get gank off without anybody spotting her.
Yeah.
But being an 80 carry...
early damage onto Shen. Maokai wins lane. You heard it here first.
Immediately.
Yeah.
No, Kindred's actually going to go blue buff first. I was wrong. So it looks like jungler's starting bot side. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at the same time, she does clear Gromp a lot quicker than she clears out Raptors early game.
True, and they're going to be pathing into each other.
Yeah, if I was the Kindred, I would have tried to path down to bot lane, just because it's more likely that the scuttle marks spawns bot lane more often than it does top. But they are trying to get lane priority in bot, trying to get the early level 2. But Shin playing really aggressive on this Maokai.
Yep.
That'd be able to trade off the damage as well off of Maokai level 1. But they did get the level 2 on first.
Yeah, with the root coming through. A lot of good poke coming onto the Morgana.
Morgana definitely saved that though, as she was able to drop the Q.
Yeah.
But she's definitely going to have a harder time if Zyra lands another one. So, unless she took Spell Shield second, but most people take the Soil second.
Yeah, all it takes is, you know, getting caught in a root and getting full comboed. And it's about half your HP bar. Yeah, they're turning it around.
Oh.
The root hits.
And that's why I love the Jhin Morgana.
Yeah, BaeDCarry popping the heal. I think he got a little scared there. So, I mean, you know, overall, Rubber Ducky team coming out ahead on that one.
It looks like mid's going to Vilcaz right now as well.
Yep.
Off the force shot Jhin, he's trying to look for someone to push up. No one decided to push up on that force shot, but getting a little bit of the grenade damage, which did get nerfed this match. The grenade damage doesn't do as much when it kills things.
Okay. You see them picking? Kindred is losing her mark, or Mundo already took it, so they're trading scuttles. I'd be curious to see if she goes to invade to maybe check the Gromp here.
Yeah, like I said, I would have pathed towards bot specifically because of that. The Q
root. Ignite burned. Wonton Waffle getting out with a sliver of HP.
I don't know if his W's up or if he will use it, but that would definitely be a kill if he's able to land that, but she gets away.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
bot lane, like we said, probably was going to be the most contested lane, and it so far has been. Shen definitely trying to put this Maokai in his place, being one level behind and still pushing up on him.
Yeah, that's a huge minion wave.
Yeah, Maokai also has no mana, but Mundo is bot side, so can't really take too much advantage of that. Let's see, off the first back, Jin was able to get the 2 long swords, and that's, with Vigar getting 2 of the tombs, definitely going to have the advantage when he comes back to lane if Vel'Koz was not back.
Yep. I mean, there's roughly a 500 gold difference on the board from CS alone, but it looks like, you know, it's just a mid-top difference for that gold.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the Shin just being able to pressure Maokai unless the Kindred is up there, he should be. Maokai should be trying to just let him push in this lane, because Kindred definitely could get fed off that lane, just how well the gangster set up.
Yep. Landing the taunt.
Getting the root.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a nice trade for Shen.
Yeah, making him waste some more mana. He had to use the heal. Well, not the heal summoner spell, but yeah, the heal himself.
And Shen hasn't backed it either. Landing another taunt and chunking him.
Oh, another fight bot lane.
Bot lane going in.
Both junglers down here.
Yeah, Aided has to be careful. Oh.
Oh, Kindred.
Yeah, if Kindred Flash is there, I think Aided's just dead.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Flash coming out of both Kai'Sa and Zyra, and even the Vigar.
Yeah, Vigar wasn't to do much there.
Yeah. A lot of summoner spells traded.
Oh. Almost first blood. And the Shin ultimate hurts the Vel'Koz, saving his
There's so much action going on across the board, and I love it. But everything was wasted, and it's still 0-0. You have Vigar ult, you have Shen ult. Everything.
Maokai, I don't know, Maokai maybe could have changed the tides in a couple of battles if he would have teleported, but at the same time, I think it's fine just getting the plates for him.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he gets some plates and Shen got nothing out of his ult. Granted, he might have denied. Yeah, he saved the Vel'Koz, but if he's getting gold up top, maybe that's worth. But there is still a 1k gold advantage to Rubber Ducky team right now.
As Zyra's pushing up, taking some minion damage.
Yep. And Aided is actually ahead by like 4 camps right now. Huge lead in the jungle. Level 6 to level 5.
Yeah, that one gank not really going her way probably would have been able to be worth it. But
yeah, there were so many little things here. If they just tightened up, you know, we would see some kills on the board.
I'd like to see if...
And I mean, Drake's on the table.
Right here with the Morgana being so low. But they're giving her more time.
Yeah.
And the Zyra stepped up. Massive damage coming out on the Vigar. And the ult, that is first blood for the Vigar.
And the question mark ping, why did you not drop your ult for me?
Yeah, that's one of the more difficult things about Kindred, but right there, that would have been the most obvious time to use it. Sometimes in team fights, people question themselves, but...
Yep. You see some pings bot. It looks like they're trying to collapse on Vigar. Vigar might be caught out. He still has flash up, so he should just get out. And they're going to start up the Drake, possibly. They're going to have to pull this out because Aided has a level advantage, so he will outsmite Kindred. The TP coming through. Mountain rooted. Drops the ulti, tries to peel. Shenton in. Kindred all coming through. Vigar on the flank.
The power shot landing on Kaisa and the W. They're chopped down. And they gotta give this dragon up. Oh,
yeah.
The
dying to the Arcane Comet.
The Arcane Comet and Scorch was able to bring out now.
Yeah.
Both kills that have gone over the Vigar have just been the most unfortunate plays from people. Like,
and I mean, yeah, this right here too should be huge. Because I mean, they're gonna get the Drake off this. They already have, you know, a 2.5. Oh, they're not actually doing the Drake. To be honest, with how low everyone was, I feel like you do Drake right there.
Yeah, you had Kaisa gone. I think Kindred was down less than half HP. Like, Jin still with enough mana.
Yeah, Vito looking really good on this Vel'Koz though.
I think the one thing I want to note for Jin, I've only seen him place down one trap so far, and he definitely could have laid down the trap at the choke point for them to enter the dragon pit, and then they can't even get close to dragon while they're taking it.
Yeah.
Maokai's still pushing up at 9. Kindred looking to maybe do something mid, but
I don't think. Yeah. Yep. Having the burn his barrier. Kindred coming in on the gank.
He should get away here, if not get
But he doesn't. Yeah. Bot lane rotating, and Bandito might just be out of here.
Yeah,
the Bandito that got away.
A lot of these rotations that BaeDCarry is doing have not really resulted in anything for them. They've definitely been the team to rotate more away from bot, which has given Jin quite a CS lead. Not too far that Kaisa can't, you know, come back from it. She does have an insane wave clear late game, but
yeah,
I would never give Jin an early item advantage in lane.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rubber Ducky team is just playing a much cleaner game.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, they, other than not taking drag, I think that might have been a little troll. But
yeah,
the gen damage just coming out because of that early advantage.
Because the leads have there's only 2 kills on the board. We have roughly a 3k gold difference purely off of CS. It looks... Yeah, I'm surprised the Drake is still on the table. I think Rubber Ducky's in a position where they can just force it.
Yeah, they just cleared the control ward thing.
Yep.
They were able to lay one more back down.
Aided clearance and vision.
Yeah, they're going for this drag play possibly.
Kindred shadowing on the side too. Pinging that she's rotating down. It looks like she might be trying to just clear the vision there.
Yeah, she's also in the enemy jungle just outside the dragon pit, and she could get a good game.
It looks like they're going to start this up. They're going to ward it, spot this out. Muno's going to be topside, so he's going to start up the Herald. And they're swapping Drake for Herald. Securing the Drake with Smite.
Oh,
yeah. Having to pop the ulti. Bandito says no. Trading ult for ult.
Yeah, one thing I have to point out, even though I might be a little biased because Jin is one of my favorite champions, he's not going the traditional lethality build after it got nerfed. I think he's going Kraken Slayer, if I'm not mistaken. Which I'm not too sure about Kraken Slayer on Jin. But,
yeah.
You know, what do I know?
Zyra eating a lot of damage. But that's okay because she's resetting. They're both resetting though. And Morgana and Jin are looking to shove this, so... Oh, no. Kai'Sa's staying. They realized that they both couldn't go.
That's still a pretty hefty lead going just in lane pressure towards Rubber Ducky right now.
Yeah. And still only 2 kills on the board. We're 15 minutes into the game.
And there's been so many teams. There's actually been almost 3 team fights, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
It came out alive on all of them.
Yep. And just think, there would only be 1 kill on the board if Kindred popped her one out for Veigar.
Yeah, I don't think it's too detrimental.
Yeah. No,
It's a game changer, but still, it's gonna be pretty tilting if you're Veigar.
It's not like that one death,
Yeah.
you know, turn the tides of the game.
But he is 3 levels up right now on this Veigar. He just now. Oh, he went. Oh no, I was looking at the Kindred. Sorry, he was 2 levels behind.
It's curious, like I'm curious if this goes late game. I don't know if I don't know. Like Valkaz is gonna be doing a lot of damage, so it's gonna be in BaeDCarry, you know, to carry. So it should be interesting. I don't know matchup for matchup how this is gonna pan out.
Well, one thing, if we're looking for BaeDCarry to carry in the late game, he did not bring Gathering Storm.
Yeah, Rift Herald summon mid. Not gonna be enough to take this turret.
Kindred could possibly.
Yeah. Kindred has to be careful.
Yeah, that should be first turret going over.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yep. So they followed up. But this is huge because, I mean, you get Bandito out of lane. My man is hitting every skill shot.
Yeah, he's been pretty on point with his knockup season.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for that geometry.
The last thing you want is a Vel'Koz, you know, hitting you from the fog. But now that mid's open, you know, let's see if they can look to put some of that pressure in mid and top, or mid and bot, excuse me. Top and bot. There we go.
Yeah, they might be able to. I think they should do this. Jin's
Yeah, bot lane falling.
That is great. Like I said, I have not seen Rubber Ducky play at all. I have seen BaeDCarry, and to be fair, we did leave up the Rengar, which is one of the best champs for them. I didn't think that the lanes would be so decided as they were.
I mean, I don't know. I wish I could say, oh, Zyra getting deleted, going in a little bit too deep. Malachi on the TP flank. Shen all comes in. Can they turn this? BaeD flashing the taunt. Coming across. Looks like she might go down here. Jin with the 4th shot. Doesn't get it off. Kindred on the rotation. And can they turn this? Regardless, a 2-for-1 going to BaeD fan club.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
BaeDCarry fan club. Yeah, they come out with that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Kai'Sa actually lifted that. Very well played from BaeDCarry. I guess that's why they named their team after him.
Yeah, extremely slippery. Getting out of there with a sliver of HP.
Yeah, I definitely thought that fight was going to go their way. But the Jin was not able to get the 4th shot off on Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
I feel like they did put too much damage on
a little bit more than just poke. And another Drake going over, possibly. Aided's here, he can contest this. They're gonna try to zone him off. And it was stolen?
I didn't know he was even in smite range.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually... yeah. Wow. Like, you gotta question that. Maokai, or Kindred eating a bunch of damage.
Yeah, luckily ulted at the perfect time.
Yeah, Maokai providing some peel, and they're saying, let's get out of here.
Now it's still a 4K, but getting that Drake would have been very crucial. So that's a really good play by Adid. Or Adid.
Yep.
Like, I am shocked that he was in smite range for that. I did not know that he was in smite range for it.
Yeah, I guess he was. And Kindred was just, I don't know if the smite wasn't up. I didn't glance at it. When Drake went
down, smited really, because her smite was down.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I will, so.
But I would actually laugh if I looked at the replay and she smited too early, and then he killed her with his kill. Like he just killed the dragon with his kill.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Looks like they're focusing more towards the top side. They just let Kaisa clear the wave bot.
Yep.
Just probably trying just to get vision on Baron. But I don't see. I actually don't know if they'll. I think that if they did go for Baron fight, if the teams were a little bit more, even off on gold, the advantage would definitely go to BaeDCarry. But
look. This Valkaz is level 13 with 177 CS at 21 minutes.
I didn't.
That's kind of spooky.
He has 180 CS.
Yeah. Now he does.
Oh, I thought
Mark
you said
my words.
177.
Oh, 177. So, and if you look at the BaeD fan club, Zyra's level 8. If she gets hit by anything, she's just dead.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Maokai's been carrying a lot of the weight for this team, but as it comes down to, even though Belkaz, I would say, has been the strongest person on their team so far, everybody on their team has made a massive play.
Yeah, I mean that Maokai TP bot, so Kaisa could get out was huge, providing the ult for Peel too.
And then killing the Jhin on top of that.
Yeah. And we're 22 minutes into the game with 5 kills. We get a little bit of action down here, but 2 beefy boys going at it. Shen coming out ahead with that trade.
Yeah, I need to check this real quick. Let me see.
They want to try to contest the scuttle, but I don't think they're really in the position to. That's a lot of damage coming through. Kindred forced the ult, the Shen ult coming through, and Kindred's just dead.
Yeah, Kindred was a little too stepped up there. There's
a little agreed.
No way that with a Mundo and Shen around that she's gonna be able to get the damage out right there to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Especially with, I think she has. It's not letting me look for some reason.
Oh, you're trying to see how many marks she has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look. BaeDCarry has close to 90, I think now. Yeah, 91 stacks right now. But maybe when Kindred respawns, it'll actually let me click on her. Doesn't look like it wants to show me though. If I'm correct right now, she might have 0 stacks. Unless the client's lying to me, she might have 0.
Yeah, it says Kindred has completed 0. So maybe it's a bug?
I don't know. I have not seen her in the enemy jungle. She did not path very well for the first mark, and that first mark is the easier one to get if you path correctly. But that is it's close to a 50-50.
She hasn't gotten any scuttles. I think, yeah, after the first scuttle, she hasn't gotten a scuttle since, I think. But it looks like they're setting up for Drake here. And Maokai is pushing up top. It should be, interesting to see if they can force something.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to be able to get this dragon spot free.
Yeah, everyone just getting off of it. They're going to look to take top. Now we have 2 Drakes for Rubber Ducky team.
We have Maokai on the split push right now. super known for split pushing, but I guess you got to get the advantage wherever you can right now.
Yeah. At least, you know, they gave up that Drake, but at least they got something on the top side. Oh, and a lot of damage coming onto Kindred.
Yeah, she was able to Q out of it and smite for a little bit of health there. I think the smite wasn't super necessary, but clearing the camp was fun. I wonder to see. It's Gale Force actually. It's Gale Force Gen, which is
That's the Gale Force Gen.
yeah, which is for the Cryptid. Because he looks like he is gonna go Collector, but that item is just giga-busted right now. So, pretty much every AD carrier I can think of does it.
Okay.
The Gale Force is not bad for Jin. Like, with a low mobility champion such as him, unless he has full crit, the Gale Force is still pretty good. But
yeah,
Red team's turret has
we
been
also have
Makes
Luden's
sense.
Echo on the Vel'Koz, and 2 Sunfire Aegises on their team, with the Shin and the Mundo.
Yep. I'm imagining they're just gonna try to set up for a pick and then maybe do Baron, but Kindred on the flank. Shen might be cut out here. That is a tank you're trying to kill though.
But there's
Does
3
get ruined. Yeah.
Virus damage was enough.
Half a knight's dead. And that could be big. They have Maokai rotating. All they have to do is start off the fight with the Maokai ult. Try to look to follow up.
It looks like they're gonna focus their attention on mid right now.
I don't know why they all rotated mid, because now, you know, Rubber Ducky team just went in and dropped vision.
Yeah, I think it's just the fear of still having the Vel'Koz mid.
And Zyra just died.
One thing I'd also like to note about this Kindred, where we're talking about the 0 stacks, she still has Mundo as her target, like as her hunter.
Yeah. Oh, it's personal. This is jungle versus jungle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little troll, but depends on how much Kindred they play. Definitely late game, you want to try and mark the squishies.
Yeah, honestly, we loaded in so fast, I didn't see how much mastery they had too. But since they're level 33, I'm assuming it might be like an alt account. And even there, you know, the enemy raptors, there's the mark. Mundo's there to take it.
Yeah, Kindred was pathing down for it, saw the Mundo.
Yeah.
Not nearly enough damage to kill.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone. Kindred has a mark.
Kindred does have a mark.
Kindred has 1 mark. 28 minutes into the game. They're starting Baron. Rubber Ducky team is starting Baron. This could be kind of interesting. They don't know.
If Kindred had ult, she could turn
They
the
now know. Kindred, oh,
had to waste the ult.
huge. Coming out from Alti Bandito.
Definitely having
And Rubber Duck, okay. And that was super clean. Zyra, oh, and she's dead.
Night. Amazing.
It's great for lane, but late game you're walking around as what? A level 10 Zyra. Getting 2-shot.
Yeah, to be fair, the Vel'Koz was the first person to hit on them, and with Luden's Echo and being so far ahead, I don't see anybody living that's either the BaeDCarry or
The macro kind of questionable coming out for the BaeDCarry fan club. Maybe I'll get it right by the time we're doing.
Tongue twister.
Yeah, by the time we're interviewing everyone at the end, I'll have it correct. Or possibly next week, hopefully.
If you keep messing it up, you know, you can just message them and ask them to please change stuff.
Yeah. Vel'Koz coming, and Kindred's dead.
Does
Here's a Shen TP
Shen was
for
almost
penalty.
able to take him.
A lot of gold on Kaisa.
Yeah, Kaisa is
providing the
he's
CC.
surviving all this.
Shen missing the taunt, but getting the kill, turning it around. And that's a 4-for-1. That's a 4-for-1 with the Drake.
I would have loved to see Kai'Sa make it out of that, because that would have been twice shoot near death in the Maokai Saber.
Yeah, these fights, they're brutal. You know,
Yeah.
it's a 1v1 and then 2 dudes come off the top rope and you're like, what is this? But Rubber Ducky team walking away the 4-1 advantage and the Drake.
Yeah, I think it definitely comes down to this team fights. You want to evaluate the comps in general, like they just have the better team fight comp.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not they just executed their comp. Not even executing the comp, they just built individual leads. Because again, for the first 25 minutes of the game, it was literally 5 total kills and CS leads across the board. So now, even if they play their comp poorly, which they're not, obviously, but they could make a lot of mistakes with their comp, and it wouldn't matter because they're sitting roughly 8k gold ahead.
Yeah, the Vel'Koz has almost 50 CS lead over the Veigar, and the Jhin has almost 40.
Yeah, he's level 17, working on that death cap. But Rubber Ducky team, that was a nice Baron call, and overall they've played a really clean game. Like I said, the only thing that I saw early was them not doing Ocean Drake. They would be on Soul Point if they did that too, or they would have Soul.
Yeah, I think that though having even though they should have gone for it, it was kind of troll, and they didn't know that it was going to be Infernal. Like 3 Infernal over having the Ocean Drake. The luck of the draw just helped them out so much.
And Maokai is splitting here. He's resetting now. Shen is splitting the top side too. The Shen split could be I guess there is no Baron, but that Vel'Koz, that's a lot of damage coming through. You can't really contest that.
Yeah, Shen can pretty much almost push all he wants as long as the Vel'Koz is around in mid lane.
Yeah.
You have to send someone over to kill that guy.
Eventually you're going to eat too much damage and the ult's coming through and they're both dead. LP Bandito.
And the 4th shot landing on the Zyra. That was clean. All 4 shots connecting. That was pretty clean.
Impressive. And Shen is still splitting top.
I don't think he's done too much damage to the tower, but Kindred's tried to stop it. And if Kindred was there, Kindred's ult was up. If Kindred was there, that ult would have been up. I don't think anybody would have died there. Maybe if the delay was on the Jhin ult. I'm kind of curious about how much experience this Kindred has on the champ. But
yeah, I mean,
sitting too hard.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 1. You know, at a minimum, just one mark. 34 minutes, 33 minutes into the game. You hate to see it.
Yeah, especially with being technically an AD carry. Like, if she doesn't get like ahead early, she's just working the skill very well.
Yep.
Oh my! Wow, that damage coming out of the Vel'Koz.
And Shen's still splitting. Vel'Koz over here just laying down the damage. The BaeDCarry fan club has no form of sustain, so you know you eat damage and then you have to go back to your fountain.
Yeah, look at the amount of damage it just eaten through on Kai'Sa.
Quarters over HP. Yeah, she has to reset. The amount of pressure. Another turret goes to Shen. They're slowly bleeding out.
Yeah, a lot. If I was this Vel'Koz, I'd tell the other team to go back to Geometry class.
Yeah.
With how many skill shots he's landed. I don't know about the ult not doing a ton of damage off the ult.
I think at this point, it's just asserting dominance. We do have the Drake coming up in roughly a minute, so But Shen, it looks like he's backing off too. He's hovering it in case he has to ult, I would imagine.
Yeah, Shen pretty much can do whatever he wants right
Taking
now.
the inhib.
They are going to go for it. They're going to try and send 3 people up to stop
They're
it.
just pulling the map apart because now they should be rotating for the Drake that's coming up. It looks like they're all on their way to go take it. Shen gets out of there for free.
And Kendrick would have been caught out if they would have path towards that Grom. She went all the way to Grom. And I hate to say all this because I'm really not trying to blame the Kindred. Like, I'm really not. Looks like
I have to question the pick here. Just a tad.
Rubber
Ducky just playing a pretty clean game overall, so hats off to them.
You have to think about this too, real quick with this Infernal Soul. Jhin, 4-shot, and Vel'Koz, just any ability. With that burst of damage coming
Literally just Vel'Koz. He's sitting on, you know, his Rabadons, the Luden's Tempest, the Horizon Focus, and, you know, now he has 10 stacks on his Magi's.
Yeah, Mundo pretty much going the full hyper tank.
With a blue pot. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Immediately dead.
She's dead.
With the thummies.
Yeah. Nice job. You almost, you know, was it worth the pink ward? Some might say yeah.
I say no.
It wasn't even a pink ward. It was 2 autos. Another Baron going over.
If Kindred, I don't think she can do it, but the big brain play would Q in with Kindred and ult the Baron to try to get the steal. But it doesn't look like she's going to be able to get in there fast enough.
They're pulling off.
Oh, she stole
Kindred
it!
Stole it! She did it! I don't know if it's going to, you know, make that big of a difference. But delay the bleeding. And that's big.
It's the caster curse. We were shitting on the... Well, I was. You weren't really, but I was shitting on the Kindred passively, and comes in with a huge play like that. Like you said, I don't think it's going to do much for them. They don't have a Maokai.
Yeah, because, I mean, literally, remember, they took all of mid, or 2 turrets mid and 2 turrets top, purely on Vel'Koz's poke. But it looks like their grouping is 5 bot lane.
Yeah,
and
they're just for the 3
they're just in a position where if Mundo pops ult, he can just eat. Guys, I hope you didn't blink. Wonton Waffle going down.
God, this Vel'Koz, he makes me want to ban Vel'Koz in every game.
Yeah. You literally are playing over-under every 3 seconds.
I just can't get over that amount of damage, but he is way ahead with Revenants.
Yeah, and I mean, he'll just sit back here and zone them off, right? Maokai coming in with the ult. 1Q, almost deleting Kindred.
Yeah, I didn't know if you caught that. I was that's insane.
Oh, and Maokai's dead here. Anyone else? Vigar.
Coming out.
Popping, you know, popping Zhonya's not that it matters.
Zyra's trying a little bit of CC in. I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything with this. Shen going in and getting the kill.
Yeah. Game's over.
My game just froze. My client just froze.
Yeah. Mine did too. But I'm assuming with a 5v2 left and them knocking on the door, possibly one of those Vel'Koz Qs may have hit the server.
Vel'Koz crashed League of Legends.
Do we have confirmation?
Vel'Koz so powerful.
I don't know. I think that's it though, yeah? We should be good.
I think we should be, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
the game
exit.
had to be over at that point. Yeah, I just ulted for it. I think the game should be over at that point. That was.
At that point, hey, are you saying they couldn't come back? Huh?
I'm 100% saying they could not come back from that Volcans.
Winnable, bro. Come on. Winnable.
I think they have pretty hard.
Yeah, I think we'll get some people in here for the interviews. So we can start with
I did.
yeah, Aiden. How's it going, man?
It's going.
What a
I
game.
saw that. Sorry?
You have to be so stoked about that.
Yeah, I think it was a good performance by us. We kind of got the picks that we wanted and said, if we don't int, then we're just going to kind of cruise. And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, definitely early game, you guys, everything just went your way. We noticed very heavily, like, all the lanes we said that were going to get prioritized did, even though it took a very long time to get some kills off. Definitely the obvious question, but I guess I have to ask it, is who is the MVP on your
I really need to put a shout out to our Morgana. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think our Vel'Koz kind of popped off that game. So we're pretty pleased with that. Chris plays a good Vel'Koz.
1,000 damage.
Yes.
That is massive.
The whole entire late game was just us saying stuff about Vel'Koz.
He took AP trick, didn't he?
Yeah, we tried to talk about every other player, but I'm sorry.
It was kind of just the Vel'Koz show. Yeah.
Going into this, did you guys kind of have an idea as to like what you guys were going to draft initially? Because the first round, there were literally no bans.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So you guys kind of had the pick of the litter. Was there? This is what you wanted. This is what you knew you were going to play, or you kind of took it one piece at a time.
So we originally thought that the missing 3 bans was going to mean that we get 2 first-round bans. So I think our drafts were a little bit different based on that. We kind of got told last minute that it was the other way around, which is whatever. I think, with the exception of probably the jungle, we weren't really worried about anybody's like comfort picks, which is why we were kind of surprised that they waited until second round to pick jungle. But yeah, so this is kind of what we wanted to play, minus probably the Mundo. They banned me out in the bans, so I was going to probably play one of the 2 things they banned if they were up. So good on them.
Yeah, how did you feel on the Mundo?
I play not a lot of jungle Mundo, but I do play jungle Mundo, so it was fine. We figured they picked enough AP that he was a pretty obvious choice in either top or jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the jungle Mundo, I didn't question it too hard just because I've seen it do well, but definitely was it. I think it was the silent like carry on that. Like as much as Vel'Koz really popped off, like you being able to heal as much and peel as much as you did, definitely came through and helped the Vel'Koz a lot.
Yeah, when we play something like Vel'Koz, we were really worried about, especially in games like this. Just you kind of have to protect him. So having slabs of beef in between him and the enemy team is nice.
Yeah, big fan of beef. So I guess with all that being said and done, is there any other team stylistically that you guys are looking to play or you guys are looking out for?
I think I actually have to double check the schedule to see if we even get to play them again. But the team that spanked us first round, we kind of want to run back eventually. We're interested to ban Samira this time and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your team name again, August?
Robert. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, mine is the Natural Big Boys Club.
Yeah. Was it them?
No.
Because they're 3-0 right now.
No, we didn't play you.
I think it was Luck of the Draw, if I'm remembering correctly. Whoever Team 2 is.
Team 2. Yeah,
So that
I
means
will
that
have outsourced for that.
Are you even scared of any teams that you can think of that you have to play up against?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, really, it comes down to the early game in some of these things because I feel like a lot of these rosters are very lopsided. So like, for example, in this kind of game, if you let the Kindred get a couple kills early, they just run away with the game because they're probably individually the best player of the 10 playing, right? So you're gonna have to play safe that way.
Yeah, I was really that's another thing about the Mundo. When they picked Kindred, I wasn't sure how well you'd be able to clear the early marks, but she did so well keeping her from getting marks.
Kendrick got her first mark that we noticed. Was it 27 minutes into the game?
It was 30 minutes. It was a fair fight.
Yeah, it might have been 32 minutes into the game, and Kindred had 1 mark.
Yeah, that was kind of our game plan going in. I'm a little surprised we got it as easily as we did, but I guess at some point mid was generating so much prio, they don't really have much opportunity to fight, right?
Yeah, I just realized the caster cam was on, and I'm sitting here with my mouth half open for like the entirety of it. Oh wow, here we go. But yeah, it was a great performance from you guys. It was such a clean game too, because I mean, it was like 22 minutes into the game, there was maybe 8. It was like 5 to 8 total kills, and there was still like a 5,000, 6,000 gold lead. So good game coming through, really clean. Panda, is there anything you want to elaborate on?
No, I think that everything was that I noticed hugely into the game. Like I said, it was kind of hard to focus on anything other than the Vel'Koz. The Jhin played well, and the Morgana definitely played well in lane, but it was so hard to watch anything other than Vel'Koz that game.
Yep. Cool. And so, I think we have JJBA fan. What's up, man?
Yo,
how'd that game go?
Going good.
Yeah. So walk me through that. Why'd you guys draft that? Was there anything you wanted to play towards? Can you hear me? You can hear me.
I can't hear either of you.
No? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hold on.
Yeah, dude.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear. Okay.
Yeah,
He said he can hear us now.
I can hear you now.
Oh yeah. So I mean, looking at that draft, is there anything you guys would have wanted to maybe, redraft or like kind of look at from a team perspective?
I mean, I'll just give you my opinion because we didn't really get a chance to talk about it that much. We were waiting until the interviews were done. But from my opinion, I think basically I picked red sides. That way we could get the 2 early picks because of the loss of bans. I figured we could get those 2 early picks. That we could just have any free champion we wanted, pretty much besides Jhin. And I feel like we really didn't take advantage of it very well. We picked Zyra, and I don't remember who else we picked. Maokai, I think?
Yeah, Maokai.
Yeah, it was Maokai.
Both. Maokai, really safe pick, and we picked Zyra because it's our support's main. It's their comfort pick. And obviously, in hindsight, not a very good pick. But at the time, maybe we go Morgana, but I say it's not really that. The Morgana pick's not really that big of a deal. Yeah. And the Maokai pick, it makes sense because it's what he's been playing during scrims. He played.
Yeah, Maokai played well, like the TP bot and all that stuff. He did.
He just couldn't do anything because of Vel'Koz, pretty much. Yeah. Vel'Koz just shredded him, and that's kind of where I want to go onto next. We didn't really have that much engage, and we're really limited to what our engage can be because our support only plays enchanters. That's what they're comfortable on, and obviously we don't want to force her onto more engage or tank picks because I feel like that would just be unfair and to pressure her. But
okay,
yeah.
I mean, I saw some of the stuff coming across. You guys were pretty content on just throwing bans at Aided and putting them on the Mundo. But how? I mean, we saw Kindred walking with like 1 mark. She finished the game with 1 mark. Is that just overall unlucky? Like the team just kind of fell apart?
I'm just gonna say it. I really feel like our team, we just got to figure out our identity a little bit better.
Yeah.
I really strongly feel like we're prioritizing the wrong picks. Like I said, we were picking the top laner and the support for the first 2 picks, and we did that just so we could get the counter picks for our mid, top and bot lane, our AD carry. I don't think the AD carry was really I don't think that was a bad pick, but I really think we just have to work on our jungle mid a little bit better.
Yeah, I think Kaisa definitely was one of the better performing players on the team today. She was able to escape a lot, and the Maokai definitely had some clutch moments in his rotates and TPs. So,
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, what about you guys picking the Rengar up in the first round?
They banned it.
Oh yeah, the first round Rengar ban they came across.
No, it's the second round. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, you guys.
Oh, us picking. So basically, during scrims, Rengar has not been really the best pick. We played it a couple games. The way we play, our top laner has a tank, and our mid laner plays really. I play really weak because I don't play mid. I don't play mid lane. I'm off rolling, so jungler. In order for Rengar to do really well, he has to get a lot of kills early. And yeah, I could pick utility and help him out more, but it's really hard whenever one side of the map isn't really enabling him. And bot lane is kind of, and I don't mean this in their own in a mean way at all. Like they're doing their own thing. Like they can't always rotate up the river. They're kind of essentially on their own world down there. So Rengar can't always rely on them to get him ahead. So it's just really inconsistent to pick Rengar. We're kind of using it more as draft pressure, which it's been working. They banned the Hecarim and the Rengar. That's kind of what our goal was. We had no intention of picking those champions in the first place. And
I'm actually kind of surprised you guys didn't want to pick the Rengar. If I remember correctly, the game you played against us, the Rengar was the key factor to you guys winning that game.
Yeah, our jungler, I asked our jungler about that. How come he didn't feel comfortable picking Rengar? And basically he said that was a fluke game. He said that he just got lucky because the enemy jungler ran it down into him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Panda. You got this.
So, what do you guys feel like probably needs to be changed up next week? As you said, just finding the identity between the mid jungle. But is there anything else you might want to see? Like maybe your support trying to learn some more engaged picks. I know that a lot of teams are trying to get some of the people with limited champ pools to expand it a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's in my opinion, that's really important. But obviously, I'm not gonna. Even though I'm the team captain, I'm not gonna it's more of a team effort. I don't really like to force my opinion onto my team unless sometimes I get a little tilted and it may seem that way, but I really like to let my team make the decision themselves. And when it comes down to it, if she doesn't want to learn any tank supports, I brought her onto the team knowing that she only played those champions. So I mean, it's not her fault at all. Those are the champions that she's comfortable with. Okay,
I think
hold on. I just want to make a comment real quick to my jungler who is talking trash in the Twitch chat. I'm not playing Ivern mid.
Oh,
okay. I'm not playing Ivern mid.
I would not suggest playing Ivern mid either.
It's really popular in Korea.
I bet. The day we play Ivern mid is if we're 1-4. I'll do it for 1-4.
Hey, if you play Ivern mid, you have to pick the Rengar, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like funnel Rengar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 200 IQ. But going forward, is there any teams that you kind of are looking out for? Anyone that you?
I don't know any of the other teams, frankly.
No.
I don't pay attention to any other teams. Only the week of, whenever we know what our opponents are, do we do our research. I barely even watch the other games, frankly. I just leave the monitor open just so I can give AVG a view, to be honest.
Oh.
Because I'm a real one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I respect that. But that's going to be everything from me. I don't know, Panda, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I definitely don't think your guys' team combo's that bad. I think maybe a little bit the Kindred in the Engage, but overall, like, I think it was just purely that Rubber Ducky had just a little bit better of a plan. So
Yeah, like I said, there was a few things like that early fight where Mundo was there, and I think Kindred could have flash autoed for the kill, but you know, it was just a snowball overall, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you guys saw here today, be sure to drop your lineup 24 hours before your game, so you don't end up losing 3 bans. A day, do it now. Even if you're playing next week, do it now.
don't lose your 3 bans.
Yeah, but make sure you guys schedule your games too, because I know we still have on the spot plan, and yeah, we have 4 teams that have to play, 2 games that need to be done. Get them scheduled so we can commentate them. We need some more action.
Yeah, don't make the commentator sit here for 3 minutes without knowing what to say.
Yeah, no, that was improv perfection. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for coming out. Panda, I don't know if you have any final thoughts. Take it away.
No, just definitely that was one of the more exciting games that I've seen early game until, it was pretty much just a exciting Vel'Koz game.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally a Vel'Koz simulator towards late game.
But yeah, that's for all of us.